Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run it now with Smith. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Back to throw here. He's got time. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Give him 28 yards on that one. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Garoppolo. It's caught. Andrew Corliss. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andrew Corliss, 37 yards, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, little 360. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get... It got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Cole Beasley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go, Leopard! Leopard! Let's go, get the
Garoppolo now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll drop to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
No, check. All right, here we go. Green, 30 in there, 40.
They'll try and throw for it here, and it's complete to Kelce. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Gerald McCoy coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Ten yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it here with Smith. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No, Jack, let's go now.
Garoppolo now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And they get 14 yards there at a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd down following the incompletion. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alshon Jeffrey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they're going to go for 2. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he rips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Green. Detroit.
Garoppolo now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the carry, here's Smith. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And complete on the right side. It's Corliss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andrew Corliss, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Gets it to Strong. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. Time for a break. And this will be incomplete. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll drop the throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
And now here's a carry heading left. So a nice job to break the one. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's the fullback. This is Nikita Whitlock. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down now following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Johnson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And quickly, they get to the line.
Green, 39. Watching that body, body. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Garoppolo now. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have regained the lead. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm Larry Ridley.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll look to throw. Finding time. And able to find Decker. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain of 31 on third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, Forte. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And caught left side, Olsen. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield. So out Timeout now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 36 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Folk's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Browns are going to have a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing now is Rodgers. Underneath to Ivory. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Now Blunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it here with Blunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now this thing's coming down to the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. And he nailed it. It's good. Through the snowflakes, he finds a way to get it to go. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game